Welcome back to the Seattle Seahawks franchise. We're going to start this episode off by discussing a draft prospect I've been keeping an eye on. A 408-pound defensive tackle, Ben Silas, who is 6'4" out of UCF. I wish he had potential for elite strength, but how our D-line performed last week, this could be someone we evaluate to beef up the defensive line. We'll definitely be following him closely as the season progresses up to the draft. So even with the tough start to the season, we want to attempt to keep the guys that we believe will be a crucial part of our near and long-term future. The first guy has to be DK Metcalf. This is someone I've wanted to rebuild the franchise around, and even though we are trying to be more run-heavy, there is no way we can allow someone of Metcalf's talent go. Kenneth Walker is the catalyst to our offense, and after witnessing our last game, our offense just didn't function properly once he was injured. So we will give Walker a 3-year deal, and he too will return. Sam Howell hasn't had a great start. It's a questionable decision to extend him, but my thought process is if we are not in a position to draft a quarterback, he could be a solid option heading into next season, or be the bridge to our new QB since the market is so low. It's a 3-year deal on a very financially friendly deal, and he will return. Tyler Lockett will retire as a Seahawk. I hope watching the offseason, you know I'm all for a good storyline since I signed Bobby Wagner back to Seattle. We attempted a hometown discount, and Lockett would like more money, so we'll try to rework it next time. For the other guys, there's still more I want to see, and I also won't re-sign anyone who doesn't want to come back. So there'll be trade options if we continue to struggle. Speaking of Bobby Wagner, he will miss this week due to an injury at practice, so we'll see a lot of Tyrese Knight, who is still getting plenty of time on the field, even with the signing of Wagner. Staying in the linebacker room, Jerome Baker will play against his former team today, and hopefully our offense can wake up and take care of the football. We already know of their playmakers on this team, but I think it's going to come down to the guys in the front lines. Big Vita Vea will face off against our young interior line, and we'll need to be aware of where he's at all times. On the other side, we have to figure out how to get past Tristan Wirfs and force Mayfield to make some bad decisions for the first time this season. We cannot sleep on this team today. The Bucs have been successful to start the year, and Baker Mayfield has thrown 5 touchdowns and has yet to be intercepted, and we are in search of our first win. As always, thank you guys for being here, and please subscribe and like the video for more Seattle Seahawks franchise. As Myers will get us underway. Hope you enjoy week 3. As Trey Palmer will return this going up the middle, and the gap is sealed up for the Bucs to start at the 27-yard line. Mayfield coming off a big game against the Panthers, and we'll need our defense to wake up against the weapons on the outside, as Mayfield testing our secondary immediately, and a nice response by Devin Witherspoon for the incompletion. He, along with Woolen, Love, and the rookie Tucker will man the defensive backfield, but there's Leonard Williams, the big cat, stuffing the run for a loss of 2. Our run game really struggled the last game against Trey Benson of all backs. But here's Mayfield on 3rd down, trying to take a shot on the outside, and the double team coverage is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Cameron Tucker for his first career interception. And I have not a clue what Mayfield was thinking tossing it up in double coverage, and the rookie pirates away with the football. Excellent start for our struggling defense. Here's Walker, and he'll pick up maybe a yard. Knocked out of the game against the Cardinals, and our offense looks completely different when he's not in the game. And a more productive run here behind the rookie Golston for a gain of 5. Offensive line has done a much better job as opposed to last year, as Howell rips this into the arms of Metcalf on a mesh route for the first down. Metcalf will be with us for a long time after his extension, and a taste of why there. As Howell rolls out right, has a man right in his face, and he'll just toss this away to make it 3rd and 10. The rookie Kendrick Cook will be lined up in the slot on this play, but it's a screen to the other way. Does Walker have the speed? He couldn't catch the edge, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Seattle unable to capitalize on the opening takeaway. As Dixon will boot this deep back to the Bucs, and a fair catch is signaled as the ball bounces and just dies at the 4-yard line. A beautiful punt will give our defense an early advantage to this drive. And a chance to get the ball back on 3rd down. And Warren will find a crease, gets tagged, but gets just enough to move the chains. And Jaylen Warren has found a new home here in Tampa Bay. As Mayfield zips this on the outside, and there's Chris Godwin. He'll turn upfield and get pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That is Tampa's biggest play to the early contest. Now in motion is Mike Evans as Seattle shows a single high look. Good protection as that passes a bullet for a completion to Jaylen Warren, who's making an impact on this drive. Another third down as Seattle presses up. They bite on the fake, and that pass sails over his man. Woolen was beat on the route but unable to connect as this will end on a punt. Slow start for offenses as Howell is set up in the pistol. Design screen, but Howell firing downfield, and that's not even close. What are we doing, Sammy? He'll try again on third down as Walker motions right, and the screen goes the other way, and look at our big men go upfield. Huge lane as Charbonnet gets a chunk for us. First down. Cross, Golston, Haynes, Steen, and Lucas in the front lines as they do a good job here for Charbonnet to pick up another 5. Ground and pound is the identity we want to build for this team. As Walker is back in the game, he finds some space, and now in second gear, accelerating with eyes on the prize. Past the 20 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Back-to-back weeks of finding the end zone. But this is heavily credited to both our tight ends. McDonald secures the first guy and then chips the second block for Walker to have a free path to sail past the Bucks. We couldn't have asked for a better start here on the road, and we're just playing hungry at the moment, as Derek Hall finds his way in the backfield again. He had a sack last game against Murray, and he's really having a good start to the season. And what a catch! Mike Evans gets it all back and more. 1,000-yard seasons each year in his career, and that's an example why he's been successful. As Mayfield fires a dart completed to Devin Duvernay for a gain of 9. Mayfield looking a lot more comfortable here on this drive, and Evans will pick up the mere yard. Gotta be aware of where he's at on the field. This time a screen pass. Witherspoon can't wrap up, and he'll get upended to move the sticks. The win against Carolina, he only picked up 2 catches, and he surpassed that in this drive alone. And there's another one, and we're going to need to make the proper adjustments quickly. For now, he'll get a well-earned breather as Warren gets the carry. Bad angle, and he's going to sprint straight into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaylen Warren with a good start to this game, and now ties the game. But it's just a bad angle by Julian Love, and there's no excuses for that. Halfway through the second quarter, trying to erase that touchdown as the running room is congested for only a short gain. The ground game has been effective in the first half, and we want to continue to give Walker the ball. As Howell is under duress and still gets it off in time to Walker, who will secure it through the air. It's now third down, 2 running backs set. Here's Charbonnet, big hole as he pile drives his way forward for a first down all the way to the 25-yard line. Walker now back in the backfield. Howell's going to throw this time. He fires and hits his man, and a first down for the rookie Kendrick Cook, the 5th rounder. He's getting a lot more playing time in this game. And on third down, Howell fires to the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, and they retake the lead on a wild catch. We've seen some crazy ones today, and check this out. I don't know how this ball ended up in Metcalf's hands, but I'm not going to complain about it. On a week where Metcalf, Howell, and Walker got paid, they have all found the end zone. And a wide open Chris Godwin running out in the open field. Julian Love trying to track him down, but not enough speed, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks. And once again, our safeties just don't get deep enough. This has happened 3 straight games in a row where we allow these big plays, and Julian Love struggles again to cover the deep zone. And that would be the score as we enter the half, being tied here on the road. What a disappointing performance to end it there by the defense. We had a strong start to the game with an interception and a 3-and-out, but since then, the Bucks have managed to find the end zone on back-to-back drives to finish the first half. This is a game where the offense has been a bit more alive, but we're going to need more than 14 points to finish this off. But of course, when you start the year 0-2, things are not going to come easy, and we have to go out there and take it. We'll jump into the second half and see if we can put together a scoring drive. And pressure in his face, and he's dropped down. Not the way we want to start here, as Vita Vea applied the immediate pressure. He'll try to get some of it back through the screen, and here's Charbonnet bursting forward and pushed out of bounds, only recovering the lost yardage. Michael Dixon back to boot this away. It's deep into Bucks territory, and fair caught there by Devin Duvernay, and they'll start at the 11-yard line. Our offense is still trying to pick up their first score in the third quarter this season, as Warren is still on his feet, breaking a bunch of tackles and fighting his way forward for a big gain of 11. Boye Mafe was also shaken up on the play, but he would be okay. As Warren gets it again, finds a seam, takes a shot at the end, but that's back-to-back 11-yard gains. We struggled against the run the last game, and I hope this isn't a repeating occurrence. And another handoff, but this time it gets shut down. Tyrell Dotson makes a play in the backfield, building on his pick 6 last game. He's been a real captain of this defense, as Rashard White won't go far with this screen, and a nice tackle by Woolen to force a punt. Still trying to find ways to put points up in the third quarter, and that pass is overthrown for Fant, who is all alone downfield. And on 3rd and 10, they opt to stay on the ground. Walker trying to push forward, and the Bucks come crashing in as he is well short. Questionable decision there, and both teams are struggling to move the ball in the second half, as Jalen Warren will get upended there for a gain of 5. Rashard White back in the backfield. It's a play fake. Mayfield will find the open man. It's Devin Duvernay who will take this past midfield and inside the 40. The 39-yard line to be exact, as Warren motions out. Mayfield gonna launch this downfield. Got him in stride for the touchdown. Devin Duvernay cruising his way for the Bucks to take the lead. I wish it wasn't him, but it's on Tariq Woolen who lost the foot race against him, and his disappointing season continues. We're now in the fourth quarter, which means that's 3 straight weeks without a score in the third quarter, but at least Charbonnet gets us into Bucks territory with that big-time run. Here's a jet sweep to Tyler Lockett, taking this outside. He's got the first down and will be content with that as he takes this out of bounds to the 26. Bucks now showing a light box on this second down, and will run on it as Walker will push his way forward for a healthy gain, and he is now across 100 yards for the first time this season and a score in this game. And here's another screen to Charbonnet, and look at our big men go. Pancake by Haynes, touchdown! Zach Charbonnet gives us the coveted score, and the Bucks get consumed by a glass of Charbonnet. But I'm extremely impressed by our O-line. Look at Christian Haynes sending the defender flying while Charbonnet walks in. Just brilliant execution, and we're knotted up late in the fourth. And a chance for the defense to get off the field on this third down. And this is somehow caught by K-Dot and being chased and tracked down by Julian Love. But I don't know how that pass was threaded past the diving Tyrese Knight. As Rashard White has the carry, stays upright, and finally brought down for 9 more. Under 5 to go, Seattle sends pressure, and the throw is floated and snagged mid-air by Evans, and that will move the chains as well as getting Mayfield over 300 yards on the day. Evans has been his favorite target, but here's Godwin on the outside, and he'll go over 100 yards with a score. After an incompletion, it's third down. Duvernay in motion. Gotta go step for step with him. He's had a big day. But Mayfield is dropped in the backfield. Sacked by Uchenna Nwosu. And that time matched up against Tristan Wirfs, who we needed to beat if we wanted to win this game. And Nwosu answers the call. McLaughlin from 36. Basically a chip shot as that goes right through the pipes to give them a 3-point lead. It's another chance for late game heroics, and Howe is going to start with a throw, and hits Metcalf on the slant, and he'll go across midfield, and a good start to the drive. Under 3 to go, 2 running backs set. Here's McIntosh, and he's got a lane going right up the gut and pulling our offense to the 33. Showing no fear to run the ball in this situation since we're in field goal range. And here's Walker who gets pasted as we approach the final 2 minutes. Single high on second down. Howe operating from the gun. Fires across and connects with Metcalf for the first down. And he's inside the red zone, putting us in great position. Charbonnet will get the carry on first down. He gets a block from Metcalf on the outside and speared out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So the clock does stop momentarily. A pistol look on first and goal. Howe is going to keep this on read option. He'll be dropped short, but a flag is on the play. It's going to be holding on the offense as Christian Haynes was the culprit, and you hate to see that with the game he's having today. Backed up 10 yards. Howe under duress, fires a strike, and Metcalf's in for the touchdown! DK Metcalf finds the end zone again. but it's Sam Howell with pressure in his face and ice in his veins. The Wolves are out because we are howling our way into the end zone. But did we leave too much time for Mayfield on this Bucs offense? As this pass is caught on the outside by Devin Duvernay, who's having a game of his life. Mayfield now working from the gun. Zips this with anticipation on the outside. He's got Godwin and tackled at the 1. Nehemiah Pritchett unable to keep up and now a yard away for the possible win. And Mayfield scanning, feeling pressure, being chased, and no one's gonna get him, and he's in for the touchdown! Are you kidding me? With 29 seconds left, Baker Mayfield breaks our hearts again. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This cannot be happening again. Throwing outside, and that's almost picked off by the former Seahawk Jerome Baker. All we need is 3 with a timeout. That's it, just trying to get a field goal. 20 seconds to go. Howell climbs the pocket, and he's down. Seattle forced to take their final timeout. Final 13 seconds to go. Howell drops back, fires, and he's got Lockett down the seams, but he's tackled down. They try to line up, and the clock runs out on them again. No way! That's back-to-back weeks! I don't even have words for what just happened. How did we end up here in back-to-back games? This one hurts even more because all we needed was a field goal, and we couldn't even find a way to make that happen. Kenneth Walker played an amazing game along with Metcalf, and even Sam Howell played a heck of a game and really earned his stripes after getting the new contract. But it's clearly not enough because we come up one play too short in consecutive weeks, and this one has to be on the defense. I know it's been disappointing to not have points in the third quarter, but with the lead and momentum with just a minute to go, we have to find a way to close that out because the offense put us in a great position to win that game. The last game was bad, but this one is probably the worst loss we suffered so far in this series, and it'll drop us to 0-3 to start the year. And I'm not sure how we'll bounce back emotionally from this type of game. But we'll have to figure some things out, and I think some changes will need to be made if we don't right the ship soon. I just can't believe that we were one broken tackle away from changing the outcome of this game. That was a beautiful throw by Howell, and I really thought we had the end zone, and maybe even win this game if we didn't burn our final timeout after the sack. One change that is for sure happening is losing Charles Cross to an injury he suffered on that final touchdown drive, and he'll miss the next 3 games. That'll mean we'll throw in the 383-pound rookie Steven Gregory. He was drafted as a left tackle who we pushed to guard, and I'm not sure starting him at left tackle in the NFL level is a wise decision. So what I've decided on is moving Demarius Golston out to left tackle for a few games and see how he'll do there, since he is our best offensive lineman at the moment. And this will mean Steven Gregory will make his first start beginning next episode. The defense will be a question mark for the foreseeable future, and honestly I can't point a finger on just one guy as much as I want to pick on Woolen. But the D-line needs to play much better as well. Zach Ballard though is revealed to have star development. When we took him in the 3rd round, I didn't even know if he'd have any hidden development, so I'm happy about this, and he's off to a decent start to his career. Next game will be against the Browns, and they did draft a quarterback in the 3rd round in Chris Favorite. Deshaun Watson is still on the team, but I'm not sure who will get the nod since they are so close in overall. And the first matchup for Demarius Golston will be interesting when he takes on Myles Garrett in his first start at left tackle. That's going to be a fun bloodbath to watch. But that will be all for the episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video for more Seattle Seahawks franchise. The grind is still worth it, and thanks for sticking with me. Hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, I'm Monkey C, and I'm out.